Whoa.
Now get in here, little guy. yeah, you too. Yeah, and you. Oh.
Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Wow. So cool. Yeah, I don't know why he looks different than I thought he would look. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the XenaStar Galaxy. Good to see you guys again. We're back with another Dungeon Hunter Champions video. And if you guys haven't been on the game or been involved in the community at all this week, you might have missed all the crazy stuff that's been going on, but I'm sure most of you guys know that this week, co-op launched and we've got a new champion that's available in a new event. So let's get into it. We're going to take a look at both of those things today. So the first thing that I wanted to just go over really quickly is co-op mode, because co-op mode was launched this week. We're not going to get super into detail on the co-op mode today. I've only been able to play a few rounds of it. It's been kind of crazy busy, and that's why I haven't had a lot of videos out. We are less than a month away from our wedding, so my goal and my commitment is at least 2 videos a week for you guys, unless events like this come up. I'm going to try my best to get things out as quickly as possible. But if we go over to the adventure mode, you'll see co-op raids are available. These are really fun, and you know, the best way to really approach these are with a team of people. As you'll see, there's 3 difficulties. There's Epic, we've got Legend, and we have Nightmare. And Epic has 3 players, and you can solo queue on this with bots. The best way to actually accomplish beating these bosses is to go in with a strategy and a plan with a team of people, and really designate who's going to bring in what champion to help you beat the boss based on the boss info. Now, as you get higher in the difficulty, you require more players, and the rewards are better. So what you'll notice is only Nightmare mode allows us to get the Chaos Shards, which can be used to create a Chaos Orb to reevaluate the secondary stats on your gear, which is so great. So, you know, these are going to be super crucial. Although I'm a little bit terrified to try out Nightmare mode, I've only tried Epic and Legend. So I look forward to giving you guys some gameplay on that and a little bit more in depth on some strategies, just because I haven't really had time to do it, and I have a lot of champions that I need to build to make these co-op boss raids more successful. But you'll see over here there's a boss info tab, so there is a lot that these bosses do, and it really does limit the champions that will be successful for you, just because if you look at how strong they are, but then also this one specifically lowers your defense. It ignores all your defense. With this attack is so strong because it's proportional to your champion's max HP. What I've noticed with this is if you bring a really, really high HP champion into the battle, it just like one-shots it really quickly. It's really crazy. So yeah, definitely challenging. But what you'll also notice down here is they have immunities, and this boss has immunities to all these different things. So ongoing damage, stuns, fear, silence, blind, and slow. Based on those things, you're going to have to just strategize on what champions are, you know, crucial to bring in. Like a champion that solely is great because of ongoing damage, which there are quite a few that I've built that are like, great, I've got, you know, my OGB units, but they're basically useless when it comes to the boss because it's not affected on him. So just something to keep in mind, guys. Yeah, you'll see the rewards down here. And so on and so forth. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comments of the co-op bosses so far and how your raids have been going. I look forward to obviously creating some more content around this and, you know, teaming up with other players, my guild members, subscribers on my Twitch channel, all that fun stuff. Now, let's go take a look at the event though, because a new champion was launched this week, actually yesterday, and this is super cool, and I'm really close to getting my first one. They actually teased the champion when we had the arena close this week, and then they launched the new rewards for 5v5, and I was like, wait, there's a different champion in there. Who is that? So it's the Bomber. So he's released. There is a summoning event for him as well. If you guys watch my other videos based on my 8,000 gems for the magical girl summons. I will not be partaking in any gem summons for this champion, but if you do and you get them, let me know down below. That's super exciting, and congrats to anyone that's got them. But there's numerous ways you can get this champion, and there's a free one. So let's go to the bomber event. And what you'll notice here is it's a point-based event. The nice thing about this event is there's no summoning worked into it. So this is really rewarding players for actually playing the game, grinding, and all that stuff. So you'll see there's a bunch of different rewards. I have 61 points, so I'm super close to getting the fire bomber at 70 points. And what's cool is he's a 5v5 champion. So let's take a look at him really quick. Bomb shot launches a bomb at target enemy from a distance. The bomb explodes on contact, damaging enemies near the primary target. Bonus damage based on the number of debuffs on each affected enemy. Okay, interesting. So if you have a team that stacks a bunch of debuffs onto, you know, the target enemy, then that's awesome, because this will, you know, obviously this is going to be strong. One of the things I noticed is these champions are really great because they ignore shield buffs. So if you're going up against a team that has that shield buff, this is a champion that'll be able to break through that shield and basically ignore it completely. So that is some good news. Damages enemies and pushes them back. So this is interesting. Back from the center of the explosion. So this is like, you've got like a Scion spin-off. So you've got some pushback with this, which is great. If the engineer is caught in the explosion, it pushes him back without dealing damage. Okay. That's really cool. So if your engineer is super close range when he throws his dynamite, it'll basically push him back, but he won't get any damage. So that's really good. So it's really only going to damage your enemies, and then obviously ignore any shield buffs. So that's pretty cool. What else do we have here? So Explosive Sentry deploys a Boomling Sentry at target point to watch out for enemies. Ooh. If an enemy is detected, the bombling will run towards it, exploding on its Whoa, okay, that's interesting. Again, this reminds me kind of like the Scion, right? The explosion damages and slows enemies nearby. This skill has increased chance to land a critical hit based on the number of debuffs on each target. Okay, cool. So you could pair him up with like a Snake Lady or the Ink Ninja, or really even the Magical Girl. Anyone that can land debuffs on the enemy would be a good pairing. So he's going to be super, super useful in 5v5. I haven't played a lot of 5v5, so I'm excited to have a new champion to test out. Hurls a massive experimental explosive at target point. On impact, it explodes with unstable energy, damaging enemies in the blast area. Damage dealt by the skill ignores shield buffs. Okay, so that's really cool. So 2 of the skills ignore shield buffs. So yeah, I think he could definitely be quite useful. We are going to get him, by the way, because I'm super close to getting my points, so I'm going to do that right now. But just to show you guys what gives you points. Oh, and keep in mind here, check this out. The rewards for this event are insane. There's a super XP boost, which is amazing. Like, these super Fuzzle Puffs are so great for powering up champions, and they're actually going to help you with the event, so... We've got, obviously, gems, a max 3-star Fuzzle Puff, super great, a tutor Fuzzle Puff, and a legendary disc. Hello! Like, these are amazing rewards for not a lot of points. So let's take a look at how to earn points. So there's a bunch of different options. So any of these actions will contribute points. So max level with a 3-star champion, reach max level with anything 3-star and above is going to give you points. Ascending a champion, so, you know, they had the double elixir event on, I think, not last week, but the week before, so I feel like it was leading up to this, and now I regret not taking more advantage of that, but that's okay. And promote a champion, so really promoting, max leveling, and ascending, so building champions, working on leveling them up, and I was doing this anyway, so I'm super pumped that this is the event, because it's what I need to be focused on right now, is building more champions for the co-op boss raids. So really, really exciting. Here's the good news, guys. When it comes to promoting a champion, your Fuzzle Puffs count. And I'm going to show you guys, because I just tested this out to make sure it works. And it does work. So I'm going to show you guys. I have a 4-star Where is it? Okay, so he's locked. So let's unlock him. Okay, so promote. So you notice I had 61 points for the event. I'm going to promote this guy. And I believe we get 5 points for promoting to a 5-star. So let's go ahead and promote him. Yes. I've also deemed that the puzzle puffs are him, apparently. And check this out. Go over here. Boom. Bomber event. Look how many points I just got. I guess actually it was more points than that. How many points did... Oh! Promote a 5-star is 15 points. I was wrong. I don't know why I thought 5. Probably just because it's 1-5. But yeah, so wow. That got us the fire bomber. This is so exciting. So yeah, if you guys have a bunch of maxed puzzle puffs, then you're going to be laughing for this event, because I had a bunch of 3-star ones. I didn't even notice they were adding when I was promoting them to my score, and then I have a bunch of max 3-star champions, so obviously it's just getting the fodder levels up for those guys, which I have a little bit that I'm working on. So yeah, super cool. So we've got him, so let's get him. Let's go over to our inbox. Let's clean up our inbox a little bit. I don't know where he is. Okay, I've got Bomber. Oh my gosh, okay. Let's claim him. I'm just so excited. Should we turn on the sound and listen to what he sounds like? I'm kind of interested. Here he is. Let's claim him. Yay! Okay, let's go check him in our champion box. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see what he actually looks like. Whoa.
Now get in here, little guy. yeah, you too. Yeah, and you. Oh.
Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Wow, so cool. Yeah, I don't know why he looks different than I thought he would look. Awesome, so that's really cool. So base stats, what are his 5v5 base stats? Okay. Great damage, free standard. Okay, so we could give him a test, but we'll do that later. Let's take a look, because he's not the only one that's available. So if we go into our 5v5 battles, what you'll notice when you go to the reward screen is you can see the light one. He's available for the top 25 players. So the top 25 are going to get the light version of him. Super cool. But let's take a look at him, because he is one of the Nat 4 versions of the bomber. And what I noticed, because I did take a look at him very briefly earlier this week, is that every single skill he has ignores this shield buff. So this is a really interesting champion. I can see a lot of potential uses for him. It's going to be hard to get him, I guess, unless you're summoning for him or you're just rushing through 5v5 to try and get him. But essentially he does almost the same thing as the fire one, but every single move ignores the shield buff. The only different one, I guess, is the chain reaction one. Fires a bouncing bomb at target enemy. The bomb will explode, damaging enemies in a small area before bouncing to another enemy in range. Can bounce up to 4 times, each explosion affecting a wider area than the last. So kind of like it's a build up on damage there, which is really, really neat. So I really can't wait to potentially get this champion and try him out. But yeah, so there's the skill set for him. Lastly, there is another champion that we can view. I believe it's in Arena. If we look at the rewards this week, we can look at the dark one. So the dark bomber is also a reward. I believe it's the top, hang on a sec. Yeah, so top 30, as usual, will be rewarded this. So let's take a look at his skills, because I think he's a little bit different than the other ones. I haven't really had a chance to look through him. He's a 3-star unit. Launches bomb at enemy target. So this is the same. The bomb shot is the same. TNT barrel. Throws a barrel of TNT at target point, damages enemy in the area, flinging smaller explosive charges outward from the impact point, dealing damage to enemies caught in secondary explosions. Kind of cool. Notice he has no skills that ignore the shield buff. So I thought that was kind of interesting that none of them do. Again, bonus damage is based on the number of debuffs on your enemy. Explosive Sentry, so this would be similar to the fire one. So basically the same, and again, debuffs are going to be crucial for that one, and it has that extra slow, and then this one unleashes one boomling for each enemy in range. Each boomling will walk towards its target, but will explode upon contact with any enemy. This explosion damages and slows enemies nearby. This skill has an increased crit based on the number of debuffs on each target. So, interesting champion. I feel like the ones that have the shield ignore are, in my opinion, more desirable, but I still see that this could be, you know, a useful unit as well, especially with the extra crit that's added on. It doesn't require a lot of crit to be added to him. So, and then I believe there is, I know that there is the, yes, so just like the other events that have been out in the past, there is a bomber event, there's a ranking system, then there's event rewards as well. So we can also take a look at the nature one. So this one I believe is top 50. Yeah, so top 50 in this event are going to get him. Super cool. I am clearly nowhere near that right now, but that's okay. So let's take a look at the nature. I believe he is a natural 4-star unit. Yeah, so he's the other nat 4. So let's take a look at him. His ascended version looks super cool. Okay, so first one, bomb launcher, launches a bomb at a target. So this one has the shield buff ignore, which is great. So that first skill is always going to ignore the buff of shield. TNT barrel, so very similar to the dark one that we just looked at. Explosive Sentry, we know what that skill does. Doesn't really change with this guy. And then Transphasic Device, hurls a missile. Spear mental explosive at target point on impact, explodes with unstable energy, damaging enemies in blast area. And then again, bonus damage on each affected enemy based on the total number of debuffs on all affected enemies. Multiple stacks don't count. So again, another interesting champion. I noticed only his first skill ignores that shield buff, but that's okay. He actually seems like he might be someone that's worth building. I don't know. I'm still like favoring the light one just because every single skill ignores the shield buff, and I think that's super useful. And then obviously his synergy trait increases accuracy of allied champions by 30%. I believe they all have the same. Yeah, they would all have the same synergy trait. So super cool. There is also a water one, obviously, and the way you actually can get the water one is through the daily login rewards from the event. So if you go to your events calendar here, so there's a bomber event, but then there's an event calendar. So every day for 7 days you can log in and you can get shards towards the water one. So you need 40 of them to summon a 3-star bomber of the water element. This gives us a total of 20, so I'm not exactly sure how we're going to get the other 20. We'll find out in the future. I haven't found a way to look at the water one yet. If you guys have, obviously let me know in the comments below, but I look forward to obviously checking them out. If you notice in the champion collection, they are not in here yet, which isn't abnormal, but yeah. So I haven't found a way to look at him unless you've summoned him. So if you have summoned him, let me know down below. I definitely am interested to see how he differs from the other ones. So this will be really cool. And again, I'm not going to summon for any of them. I'm just going to take the free one that we get for now. And, you know, who knows, maybe I'll get lucky and get one in 5v5 or arena or something. Probably not though, let's be real. Anyways guys, that's all I have for you guys today for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at everything. I will have a co-op video out in the future once I have a little more experience. I don't want to give you guys any advice or really any oversight on it until I really actually get into it and start playing around with some units. Some of my favorite units that I did try that worked were my Water Diva and my Water Ink Ninja, so if you have those units, they are pretty useful. But yeah, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, and make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're super close to hitting 1,000 subscribers. When we do, we're going to be doing some type of big giveaway, so I'm really pumped for that. And make sure you're commenting on down below so I know who you are, and obviously I know if you guys got any of these Bomber Champions. So definitely want to know. Anyways guys, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching and coming by the XenaStar Galaxy. Remember to spread love and not hate, and we'll see you guys again soon.